Learn and master JavaScript for 30 days. Of course, you heard it right? Learn and master JavaScript for 30 days and get a job as a developer. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is me, Omasi. I'm here right again. I'm here to talk about this topic. Of course, it has been popping up. I've seen the video on YouTube. I've seen the tweet on Twitter. So I've seen people talk about it, and it got me thinking. So I'm like, is it possible? Like, is it even possible to learn JavaScript for 30 days, master it, and get a job as a developer? Let me start by giving my own view. Let me more like use myself for example. When I started web development, I learned HTML, I did project. I learned CSS, I did project. I learned Bootstrap, I did project. I learned Tailwind, I did project. Then I got into JavaScript. The first week of delivering JavaScript was more like I was playing. My first week on JavaScript was more like I was just playing. I'm just wasting my time. Second week was depressed because nothing was actually entering here. I don't know what they were talking. So I keep doing the same thing over and over again. Before I actually understand what JavaScript is all about, before I can even write a little bit JavaScript, meaningful one, not the alert, not the prompt, not the math random and everything. Before I could even write a good JavaScript, was 4 months gone. 4 months gone. For real. 4 months gone. So I've seen people making a post about learning JavaScript in 30 days. Is it possible? JavaScript was my first programming language. It was hard for me. It was fucking hard for me. Like, it was hard for me to understand what was happening. It was fucking hard for me. What is a function? What is callback? What is promises? What is async await? What is fetch? Can you imagine? Some people can actually do it in 30 days, but to me, is it realistic? No, it's not possible. It's not realistic to me. When it's not HTML, when it's not CSS, a programming language. Okay, let's say for example you're a beginner. Somebody promises to teach you JavaScript for 30 days. 30 days. Learn and master JavaScript for 30 days. Well, I've seen this hype. I've seen somebody made a video on it on YouTube. I'm more like, why are people doing this? Why are they trying to deceive people? Why are they trying to kind of like instill this mindset to people that you can do this? And if someone who just starting out tries to do this within 30 days and the person fails, the person will feel discouraged. The person will feel like I'm a loser. The person will feel like I'm too dumb to learn this thing. Meanwhile, the time frame is too slim. It's too short. It can be anything, learn within 30 days, no problem. But you see this case of 1 month. Of course, I understand. People are different. Some people might actually grasp the whole thing within 1 month. But at the same time, me, from my own standpoint, and the little experience I've had, it's not possible. I met somebody who just finished from an IT school. They gave them a project to build a calculator. I saw him struggling with the calculator. I saw him with everything. I was like, brother, what's up? He said, they give us an assignment. We should build a calculator. And I asked him, how far is it going? He said, man, that he has tried. Nothing is working. He just has to what? Close his code editor. He just closed Visual Studio Code. He was watching a movie. I was like, he said, let him watch a movie to cool his memory. I said, okay. I said, is it that difficult? He said, yes. Back then, I've not even started my own JavaScript journey. I was still learning CSS. This guy has struggled with JavaScript for more than 1 month before you could even understand a little bit of what's happening in JavaScript. And somebody will tell you they will teach you in 1 month, and it's still realistic. Well, like I said, it's my business for some people. Some people might actually understand what's happening, but to me, that time frame is too short. So anybody who's trying to sell you this thing, you need to understand, you that are telling that you can do this thing 30 days, just need to understand that you and the person teaching you this thing is not the same. The period it takes you to grab something, or the time it takes to absorb a new concept might be different from the way it takes Mr. A to absorb something. So it might take you longer to absorb something, but the other person, it might be a short thing for the person. So please don't fall into this thing of 30 days master JavaScript and get a job. I don't subscribe to that. Even the whole be a developer for 3 months, it's not for everybody. Be a developer for 3 months, it wasn't for me, because of course the 3 months I've done good jobs using HTML, using CSS, using Bootstrap, using Tailwind, but there was no JavaScript to it. And I'm not calling myself a developer yet, because even that 3 months the whole JavaScript thing was off, like it wasn't entering here. So this whole concept of be a master JavaScript in 30 days and get a job and be a developer, well, like I said earlier, I don't know how it will work out for some people, but for me so far, it wasn't that way. Okay, let me just share. I've shared this already before. Let me just still go back to it. I studied JavaScript with Angela Yu. I learned her modular course on JavaScript. The only thing I learned there was alert, prompt, math random, the math object and everything. Constructor was out of the way for me and other things. I left that one. As a self-taught developer, I went to YouTube. I went to Coding Addict, John Smiga. His YouTube channel, I went there. I downloaded his JavaScript course. I watched it like up to 12 hours. I watched. I was able to understand some things, what is a function, and other things from there. But I wasn't still yet convinced. I went to Programming by Mosh, his channel. I watched his 1 hour video on JavaScript. It wasn't okay for me. I went to Simplify Dev. I watched his video, but nothing yet was still entering. I went to Traversy Media. I watched his video on JavaScript. A little bit. The thing was sinking in a little bit when I watched Traversy Media. Based on what? All the videos I've watched. So I saw almost the same thing happening in the video I was watching with Traversy Media. I was like, okay, so this is it. The same way to do this thing, the same way to do this, the same way to do this. I said, okay, no problem. After watching his video, luckily enough, I met somebody who gave me Modern JavaScript by Traversy Media from Udemy in the full course. I watched it first time. It made sense to me, but it wasn't that okay to me. After like a month, I had to watch the video again, the Modern JavaScript course, like a course of almost 40 hours, I don't know, maybe less. I was following the course step by step. I was doing the whole project that was there. That was when JavaScript was making sense to me. That was when I said, oh, this is what it's all about. That was when I built my first ever JavaScript project, which is what? A census converter. For real, that was when I built a converter using JavaScript. I made everything work. It was functional. Everything was working perfectly fine. That day I was like somebody who won $1 million that day, because I spent months on trying to make this thing sink into me, but nothing was working. But the moment I actually built that converter, I felt so happy. I jumped on somebody. People close to me were like, "What's up? What's happening? Did you win a lottery?" I was like, no, something I've been trying to learn for months. Today it all made sense to me. That's just my own journey. That's just my own story. So I don't know for another person. Some people might be longer, some people might be shorter. So you see this whole thing of learn JavaScript in 30 days, master it and get a job as a developer. Well, I can't speak for all. I can only speak for myself. Like I said, it didn't go well with me. Like if I didn't even work for me. So I don't know for another person, alright? So guys, this is just me sharing my own thoughts on this particular topic. So tell me what you think about the topic, what you think about it. Did you actually learn this thing within 30 days, or how was it for you? I would like to know. I want to find out, please. So comment below, and I will respond to any comment which I get. Please, please give the video a thumbs up to support YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel, please. Support the motion, and see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.